Right, good morning fish people, I'm Alan Norris from Fish on TV. It is Tuesday the 1st of June, which means it's match fishing day with the Old Boys Fishing Club. You will be joining us today at Moorfield Farm Fishery at Goole. And as it was at Hayfield Lakes, they are spawning their socks off. I'll just let you have a quick look. You can see this here, look. They're going to be pretty difficult to catch. There's always an idiot, look. That's Jeff, my old mate Jeff. He's shouting some abuse at me. Oh, you can never shut them up, these old folk, can you? You know what I mean? Right, so tactics today, I think I'm going to be going down the line of mugging, shallow. If I get bored, I'll chuck a feeder in, just have a look, and margins basically. I don't think I'm going to do too much else. I just think it's going to be a difficult day. There's fish everywhere, it's absolutely teeming with fish. It will be frustrating not getting bites. So it'll be margin rig, shallow and mugging, flick your feeder out if I need it. I did break my pole, as you already know, on Sunday at Hayfield, but luckily one of the guys has got an old. It's got two fish just following each other all over the place here. It's got two repairs on it already, but it actually fits in, so at least I'll be able to use my pole. Just hope I don't break that one. So I'm hoping for a phone call today to get another one ordered. So I need to get ready because it's 10 to 9. We're supposed to start at 9:30. I only just got to my peg, so we'll probably be starting 9:45, 10 o'clock ish. It's going to be a warm day. So we'll see you once I get fishing. Over and out. Oh, Jeff, say hello. Hello. So I've got Jeff just there, a couple down from me. We've got loads of room. I think that's Mick Smith in the corner there, and we've got my mate Leon here somewhere. So, and they're even under platforms here. I can hear them spawning under platforms. So it'll be an interesting day. I think it's going to be difficult. Right, let's get ready. Let's get fishing. Right, so frustrating this. I've got millions of fish around me, around here. Margin splashing. I've even got wet through with them splashing. Don't know if you can hear them at the side of me over that plane. Been out mugging. Only bites I've had have been foul hookers. I've got one lot of gear trashed, set off into these reeds over there. Then I've foul hooked another one short here. I keep putting 4mm pellets there. I know there's F1s in here. I'm hoping to maybe get 1 or 2 F1s. I've had a go on that, but I've not had a bite on that just yet. I'm hoping that they might start feeding at some point. Jeff is catching in his margin, so it might be worth a try to go at margin. I've got meat. I'm getting line after line after line. There's fish up and down all the time, but they're coming in 2s and 3s, and they're coming through like torpedoes, following each other. They've got other things on their mind. I know Mick Smith's got a couple of fish. Leon's another big liner there. Leon's had a couple. Jeff's had 3, I think. Dave in corner, I think he's had 1, and foul hooked about 4 or 5, keeps losing. In fact, I think he might have 1 on now actually. There's a couple just swimming. There's 3, 4, 5 fish swimming about there, but they're just not interested at all. I should be setting a deck rig up really in front of me to catch, but I want to practice my shallow, my catapulting around it, so I'm going to stick with it. I've got a deck rig foot margin down here. I'm hoping to get 1 or 2 down there. I've just gone on the method, just where I've been finding a few pellets just in front of me towards the island there. Fish just outside me, right down to right here. Millions down to my left here, but put a little mugging rig down there. Not really interested, and if I did get one, I'd probably end up foul hooking it anyway, so it's not what I want to do. I don't know if you can see this one in front of my tip now. 6-7 pounder. Another one just to my left, and there's hundreds down there. Well, not hundreds. You can see 4 or 5 or 6 at a time, and they're just going mad with each other, or spawning. So I'm suffering a little bit. maybe I might have to set a deck rig up over there where I've been putting the 4mm pellets. I'm hoping to get them shallow there. The ones that you see, I can see one in the middle of the pond now. You drop a mugging rig in front of it, not interested at all. Tried it with meat, tried it with 4mm pellet, tried it with 6mm pellet. Not really interested, so it's looking like a pretty tough day. I say Dave's got one on, but I'm not sure if he's foul hooked that one neither. There's going to be a lot of foul hooked fish today. I don't know what Jeff's shouting at, but he's shouting something. But yeah, I think it's going to be one of those days. They're not interested in feeding really. I think Jeff's done all right there. We're catching 3 so far, and whoever's catching I think is doing well, but fishing shallow at the minute just ain't working for me, but you never know. Might just switch on. You just never know. Fingers crossed, I'm going to say it this time, I know. Right, that's your update. Pretty crap at the minute. We'll keep plodding on. Right, I've been slapping out there for ages, and I noticed that there were some fish actually gobbing on grass. So I think they're eating the spawn. Wow, it's going is this one. It's not foul hooked though, I saw it go in its mouth. As soon as I just dropped it in, it just sucked it straight in, so it didn't have going, it's not happy. And it's coming in at last. Slowly but surely. First fish of the day, it's been out, and you can hear them all sucking now. I think they've... There we go, at last, off the mark. So we've got a little mirror carp. It's half go. I hate to think what it's like if I get a bigger one. I don't think they're happy at all to be hooked. But yeah, I'm convinced that they're eating all spawn, some of these. There we go. First little mirror carp, about £4. But you can imagine what it's like for me here, can't you? There's the fish just everywhere, just smashing about. And I've had some lovely practice out there. My catapulting's getting better, slapping over nicely. Nothing. I'm going to change my pellet. And just looks down there. Two of them gobbing on the grass. Straight in. Not the way I like to catch them really. But you do what you've got to do. Right, see if we can get a few more. Right, it was time for a sandwich. So where all those 4mm are, I just dropped the little method down with a 4mm pellet on. It's micros only here, we're not allowed ground bait. And just as I finished my sandwich, it went. And I'm happy that it's a little Carasio because, not Carasio, I keep saying Carasio, it's got into Hayfield, isn't it? I'm happy that it's an F1 because that's what I'm priming it for. I'm hoping I'll get some F1 shallow, that's what I'm after. So that's a decent sign. I've definitely got to keep feeding that and hope that they start feeding. I've had a look. I've not seen any swirls as I've been putting the 4mm pellets in, but I'm going to persist with putting them in. Just hope that they switch on here. I mean, Jeff's not got all these fish splashing about, and I've literally got, there's just everywhere around me, and it's so frustrating, I've got to say. Right, I thought I'd let you see that one. When I get back out, see if we get another one. I'm just off the reeds. Every time I go near the reeds, I foul hook one. So I'm just off the reeds. And there are fish swimming straight past my float, but they're just not interested. But like I say, it gives me a good chance to practice sort of catapulting flicking my rig over and just let's hope we get a bite. Like I say, everybody seems to be moaning about foul looking, and oh, that's not quite far enough, and it's not fishing well at all, which is what we expected. I mean, perfect. That's what I'm after doing today. Is might as well use it as a nice practice session, see if we get some fish at the same time. I've had to set another mugging rig up because it took all the gear, the second one. But as you can see, I mean, you can see them all. They're all swimming about. Like I said, they're going around in 3s and 4s. That could be foul hooked. That could be foul hooked. We need it away from them reeds. Maybe not, we'll see. We shall see. That's first, if it is, I'm hoping it's in the mouth. If it is, that's the first bite, but I've got a feeling it might be foul hooked. Come on, baby. Let's have a look. Let's see if it was a genuine shallop. Oh, you bloody thing. Probably foul hooked, I don't know. It was hard to tell. Coming in a little bit too easy to say it was foul hooked. Have a look. Not sure. I just thought I'd let you have a look at that. That's what I'm doing. Might as well persevere with it and see if we can get one or two. So I'll put some bait down at margins there. Just into one. But peg 27, 28, they're the favoured pegs. Simon Hudson's on there. Chris Wiles, who won it last week, so they might take some beating. Right, let's get back in. Oh no, the first one I've actually mugged. And the click dropped it about 18 inches away, and I saw it disappear, and that float went straight into them reeds, but luckily it's come out. Yeah, it's been hard work, this. I think Jeff's had 4 fish now, I think. There's fish everywhere, and it's so frustrating when they're just not interested. But is that a sign of them switching off from getting up to no good with each other? I don't know. Not the biggest. It's a fish. Oh dear. There we go. Managed to fool him. He's only about £2.5, but better than nothing. They're not the prettiest. I can't even see where hook is, it's like. There we go, we got it. Yeah, little mirror. He was following some big ones. I think they basically said, look, there's no for you there, young'un. Take that pellet instead. Stop laughing at your own jokes, Alan, stop laughing. There's nothing funny about that, but I thought you were funny. Anyway, there we go. Little mugging rig. We're getting another 6mm pellet on, and see if we can get another one. Right then folks, it's been pretty dire shallow all day today mugging. I've lost another bloody rig mugging in those reeds. I just thought I'd have a little, put the method feeder over them pellets again. Maybe I should have set I normally always set nearly put that back, on the deck rig. Maybe I should that, but I'd set my stall out. I wanted to practice my shallow fishing today. And even though I feel like it's done me some good as far as practicing goes. I've not really caught anything, but having said that, all this said, I think Jeff's, he can only get fish on paste. I'll put that down there. It's gone straight round a few minutes, so maybe I should have had an on the deck rig down there, which I didn't want to do that today. I wanted to practice my shallow fishing, so that's what we've set out to do. That's what I'm going to stick with, just giving me elbow a rest. Because I tell you what, slapping and mugging about, God Bennett, how these guys do it like in a festival 5 days on trial, I'll never know. Mind you, they are fishing all the time, they do get fit at it, don't they? So I've got 4 fish and not a lot of weight. Jeff's got 7 fish. Mick on the end peg has got a carp, an F1 and some bits. I don't know what Dave's got. I know he's not got that many. Leon's having to get off to go to work now, but he's only had 2 F1s. But it's been pretty difficult, to say the least. Around the other side, I've heard Leon, when he's been taking his gear back, they have been catching plenty on the other parts of the lake. So that's your update. I'm going to have another little flick down there, might as well, because that's didn't take long to get a bite. We're just in there. Just while I have a quick drink. That's my plan. But yeah, it's been difficult here. Enjoyed practicing shallow fishing, but it's not worked. I've tried the F1 rigs, nothing on that neither. So that's your update. See if we can get a few more. Leon's here now. Oh, that didn't take long neither. Hey dear, fancy not setting that deck rig up. Oh dear. Only a small carp, but it's another fish. Again, two poundish, maybe a bit more. Just a little flick with the method feeder. That could have been the line today, maybe. Well, I've been watching Jeff and Mick and Leon. They've been fishing that line and they've not had anything. So, you know, is it because I've got the method feeder and we just don't know, do we? But it's a line I would nearly always set up, but I've made my mind up. I want to practice my shallow fishing. But seeing as I've had another bite within 3 or 4 minutes, I might as well flick another one down there, haven't I? So, right, here we go. I can't believe it, it's gone round again. And I had a look on it this morning as well, and there was nothing. But, hey, that's another fish anyway. I'm just resetting another mugging rig up and it's gone round. Bit bigger. Hey, you won't stay still. Bloody barbless hooks. They're supposed to just come straight out, aren't they? There we go, gotcha. And another one. Now that one's about 5 poundish, so still behind everybody. I don't think I put that other one on, so not very much. £16. Not very good. We've got an hour and a half left. I've refed the margin. Let's hope I get some big lumps turn up down there, because apparently there's somebody's got like £65 round the other side, which is a decent weight to say the least. So let me get this sorted. See if we can get another one. It's just flown round after about 20 seconds. Unbelievable. I mean, I've been putting plenty of bait down there all day, trying to get them to come shallow. And it is a better fish. That's unbelievable, isn't it? You can't write it. I'm just struggling for bites all day. Like I say, I had my lunch, well I think you saw I was on the method, I never had a touch. Just seemed to have kicked into gear down there. He's not happy about being hooked. Probably too busy thinking about, well, where's all these females gone? Wow, he's lively. Yes, well, that'll do. Another decent sized fish, £5-ish. Still not give up. They get it all wrapped round them, don't they? Crazy, it's just gone round again after about 30 seconds. I wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest with you, because it's been dire. So another one on, and that's about 2.5. So I've gone from like 8 and 9 pounds to 23 or 4 in the space of about 10 minutes. Changed my hook length after all that twisting. It didn't look great, didn't the hook length? So another mirror carp, and you wouldn't believe what I'm doing. It's like I'm just throwing a few handfuls, not handfuls, but maybe 15 4mm pellets, dropping the method feeder in over the top of it on that line I would normally always put in, but like I say, I've made my mind up, going shallow. I ain't even had a chance to have a drink yet. Just keeps going round. I'm not complaining though. A little 4mm pellet on, and micros, and that's it. So, you know, you guys, if you come here, that's a line. I think you've done 4mm pellet. Luncheon meat's is a great bait here, apparently. I've got luncheon meat and hemp in my margin down there, which I need to re-top up. There's about an hour and 26 minutes to go, so I'll get that down there. I'll just have another cast down here, and all I'm doing, I think you saw it earlier, just there, and it's literally been writhing it round. That's it, and then it probably won't happen now, but after about 30 seconds it's been going straight round. Unbelievable. Let's just see if it does it again. And I've really been struggling, and I'm pretty sure there don't seem to be as much noise with the spawning, and I'm pretty sure I'm trying to get this other mugging rig set back up, but it's not giving me a chance. No point when I'm catching like this. I'm pretty sure now we'll probably start getting some muggers, but you know, I've got a 16 elastic on. I've just tightened it up because they're going straight into them reeds. There's still one or two spawning out there, but they're really aggressive as well. When you get one on, they're really aggressive. Even the small ones are, you think they're a lot bigger than what they are to start with, but typical that. I'd be just about to set my mugging rig and it'll go around again. Right, it ain't happening this time. That's I haven't put my down. That's typical. There we go. That's all I'm doing. That's how I've been catching these. Like I said, tried it this morning. It didn't work. Would have shot on the deck rig that I've worked. Again, spawners there, following each other about. Been a frustrating day. Happier now I've got a few fish in the net, so there we go. Miles behind everybody. Could do with about £50 out of my margin. Give me a shout. Dreamer. I've had another one. I've just been broke off by one. Went absolutely crazy. And then I've just got this one. And I've also noticed I've chucking 1 or 2 pellets to a couple of these fish that are swimming about now. And they are taking some pellets, so it's like, do I just stick with this? Do I get my mugging rig out? What do you do? I'm up to about 30, I won't be far off £30 now. So just a little flick with the method, they've just switched on. I'm pretty sure they've just started feeding, because I've been throwing pellets in as well around where my feeder is, and there's a fish been swimming past, they've gone straight down. So I do think there could be something to be mugged as well, but I'm catching, so I've got to stick with this at the minute. Oh. So let me hurry up and get back in. We've got an hour left. I just hope I keep catching at this rate. With the sounds of it, I don't think I'm going to be anywhere near, because they have been catching over there. So let me get back in, see if we can resist it. There's fish definitely coming to them pellets. They're ignoring quite a lot of drop-ins. This one took it. I just had to. I'm not so sure whether this will be faster, because they are ignoring quite a lot of drop-ins. Just see him trying to go under the platform. About £4-ish. One upped himself, thank you very much, Mr. Fish. So I just keep some pellets out there. Not seen any fish all day going around that area until this last sort of half an hour. So I think I'm over £30 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 33. Jeff reckons he's got about 35. A big ghosty in front of me. Is he taking anything? No, he didn't look. He didn't have a go at those. I'll just give it another minute or 2 and see if I can get another one. I got another one mugging it. I lost that one, it broke me in the reeds. Just the hook length this time. So I chucked this in quickly while I was changing the hook length. It's gone straight round after about a minute. Which one do you stick with? I'm not sure. Do I go in the margins? I'm going to stick with this, I think. It seems like a decent sized fish, this as well. Didn't half go ballistic. It's still going. I think this might be the biggest fish at day, this one. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there'd be £5. It's about as big as the other. See, I thought it was a bit bigger than that actually. Yeah, barbless hooks, I tell you what, all these barbed when they're going like this. That's an absolute belter, that. Just can't get my fingers in. Gotcha. In we go. Another £5. Oh, why couldn't it have been like this all day? Right. Running out of time, we've got 38 minutes left. Right on time. Got broken, mugged another one, took it into reeds, snapped my hook length. I tried to ship back as quick as I could because they're just absolutely going crazy when you hook them. Stuck my method feeder in, and there was 2 minutes left, and I don't know, 15 seconds before time, it went straight round. Jeff went, "You were waiting." Well, there we go. I've had a decent last hour and 20 minutes. I think I've got about 47 plus, maybe 47, 48, 49, something like that. I'm rubbish at guessing weights. It might be 50, it might be 43, I don't know. But I've gone from having 6 pounds with 2 hours to go. When I last looked, I got a few little bits and bobs. I think it was an F1. Finished off there, and I'm just in front here on the method. Whenever I saw any muggers, shipped it in, and I got 1 or 2 muggers as well. But they just weren't having it this morning. If it had been like that, I'd have had £100 easy. But it just didn't happen like that. I've only caught it in the last sort of hour, really. So there we go. That's the end of that. We'll see you at the weigh-in. Oh boy, a warm one. This is 36 in my van, but that's with it being stood. It's not 36, I'm sure it's 20 something. But that's been a warm day, that. As you saw, the fish were spawning their socks off. But considering they've been spawning like that, it's not fished too bad. And I know you'll be thinking, what? But at the beginning, the first 4 hours, I've done absolutely hardly anything. I've lost a few mugging, lost one shallow, which I think you saw when I was slapping. I set my stall out today. I need to practice my mugging, my shallow fishing, and I set my stall out to do that. I was hoping to get some F1s short when I was feeding 4 mils. I wanted to mug a few, and I wanted to do some slapping, catapulting some 6 mils round, which I've done most of the day, and I must admit it's my back's a bit stiff. Something I'm not used to doing for about 3 or 4 hours, or 5 hours if I have to do. It's just getting used to it. It's just practicing it's the only time really I get a chance to practice, and I might as well do it with these guys. I know I'm out to try and win the match, but and I am, trust me, I am. But I also want to practice that. That's something that's still, I will say, is quite new to me. I was quite pleased with the catapulting. I was on about it with Dave Wood yesterday. He said he was watching Andy Bennett, and he just said he's catapulting around his shallow rigs while he's fishing shallows. Brilliant. And I just said it's something I need to practice for certain, and I am doing, and I'll be doing it as often as I can now. It's warm. That's what I'm going to concentrate on, and see if we can win matches while we're doing it as well, because I certainly know when I go on these big matches, they all do it, and they all seem to catch. I know it didn't work at Hayfield for me, and I didn't think it was going to work at all today for me. I thought, oh, it's going to be another disaster. Makes you start to think you're doing something wrong, but it was obvious with the spawning, it was always going to be difficult. Didn't set the top 2 and 2 deck rig up. got the rod to flick a little method feeder down there or up to the island, but I wasn't really planning on using it. While I was having a sandwich and a cup of tea, after 4 hours I had £6 or something on the clicker, and then I think you've seen a run of fish on the method, and then I started flicking 1 or 2 pellets on passing fish that were completely ignoring freebies this morning, were stopping, having a look and taking it, and I couldn't resist doing some mugging, even though I was catching on that. I'd primed the margin, I had 1 look at that when I lost a mugging rig, but I knew the fish were just in front of me, so didn't really give the margin too much chance. So I had quite a few fish on the method, and then I mugged a few. I lost a couple, I lost 2 hook lengths. Those fish were just going balmy today when you hooked on. They were, even the ones that weren't big and heavy, they just seemed to have so much energy. And I lost quite a few. I've lost 2 full rigs and I've lost 4 hook lengths today. And it's a 14-16 elastic that I had, that I actually tightened up to give myself a bit more of a chance to stop them. They just head straight for those reeds, and once they go in the reeds, it cuts your line basically. And I've had quite a few fish. They weren't the biggest, but I've had quite a few fish, and it's a shame I lost maybe half a dozen. Massive ones as well, of course. No, just the usual stamp. And I've ended up with a decent weight in the end. But I have got to say the fisheries fished okay considering they've been in spawning mode. So let's get on to the results. Just before I do that, I was throwing 4 mils short, fishing 4 mil micros. You're not allowed ground bait here. 6 mils on the long line, 4 mils mugging. That's how I've played it today. So there we go. Dead simple, really. Nothing on the F1 kits. I was hoping the F1s would come shallow. Nothing at all. Right, on to the results. With a mighty comeback from £6 with just over an hour to go, an hour or something, weighing in at £50.90. Yours truly. So what a mighty fisherman I am today. Didn't feel like it, I promise you. In 3rd place, on what Soz says is the best peg in Yorkshire, peg 28, peg 27 and 28 actually, he did say best pegs in Yorkshire when they're on song, is Simon Hudson. These fish maggot, shallow all day, he's ended up with £58.16, and he said he's struggled a little bit there. He's not fished long shallow, he's fished short shallow. In 2nd place, he had no fish with 1 hour to go, and he had 2 slices of bread and chucked a piece in and noticed that the fish turned for it. So he put a piece on the bomb, dropped it in, and he's ended up with £69.32. And they're all, don't forget folks, it's digital scales measured in 100ths. So, oh, Simon Hudson, what a mighty fisherman you are, well done. And in 2nd place, John Whitehead, £69.32, all caught in the last hour. John Whitehead, so what a mighty fisherman you are, and another mighty comeback, well done son. In 1st place, he's fished 6 mil pellet, top tum two to his left in the margins, and fed 4s all day, that's it. And he's ended up with £86.30. Dave Walker, we've not seen him for a while, he's been working, so Dave Walker, well done son, dead simple match, great weight. I think it's a great weight considering these conditions with the fish spawning. So what you are this week's old boys mightiest fisherman, so well done Dave Walker. Right, there you go. Now I don't think that's bad. I mean, there's backup weights, Tony Glue 36.88, Mr. Incredible 31.90, says he's having a bad season. I couldn't have the crack with the lads, with most of the lads today. There was only like 4 or 5 on my bank. I won my bank and Jeff was on that bank, so lucky Jeff. We've got Graham with 41.24, we've got Jim with 25, Franny with, can't read this one, what does that say, 41.36. So there you backup weights, and I don't think that's too bad really. There's been a few did not weighs. I think Soz was one of them. And Soz not weighed in, let me have a look. No, Sos is not wading. Unlucky Sos. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway folks, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. The insights to me practicing my shallow fishing at Moorfield Farm Fishery at Goole. It's been a splendid day. I thought only thing I was going to catch again was a suntan. Ended up coming fourth. So don't forget folks, if you do enjoy my videos, it is absolutely free to subscribe, freebie. Click the subscribe button. If you click the notification bell, you will get all our videos as we upload them. And a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So until next time, I don't know where we're going next. Until next time, we'll see you on the bank. And don't forget guys, fish on. See you pretty soon.